Now, Irish athletics fans have lots to look forward to in the coming months, including the European Athletics Championships and, of course, the Paris Olympics.
A lot coming up. And if you think the fans are hyped, just imagine what the competitors must be going through.
Absolutely. To share their stories, please welcome Nicola Tuthill and Reece Ademola, are both Irish under-23 record holders in their respective events. And welcome to the 6 o'clock show.
Very welcome, guys.
I was quite nervous over that intro. It went on there for me, but we got through it.
Now, Nicola, we'll have to start with you. Speaking of setting records, you're in record-breaking form recently in Slovakia. You set the new under-23 record for hammer throwing. Congratulations.
A round of applause again for Nicola.
Tell us all about that. What was that experience like?
That was such a good experience. I was away for kind of a week and a half, just kind of travelling around Europe, doing a few competitions. So I got really good exposure and experience at senior internationals. And then when it came to Slovakia, I got over that 70-metre barrier, which is a really big milestone for me. And I think hopefully it should open some doors for me in terms of competing internationally.
Absolutely. Are you at a point now when you go to competitions, you know, like the names and the countries, who you're watching out for? Who's your biggest competition?
I think I did up until I'm still only 20 years old. So a lot of the competitors in Slovakia were seniors. So I'd have been watching them all on TV and stuff. So it was nice to be able to go out and stand next to them and see them throwing away as well.
Yeah, and you've done your homework, yeah.
What she's saying is she was kind of sizing them up.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm getting.
As we should.
Now, when I think hammer, I do think DIY a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it, but let's be honest. Hammer throwing, Nicola, it's a little different, right?
Yeah, hammer throwing, it is. It's like the ball and chain, you know? Swing it around your head, turn around and let go and hope it goes out the cage. But yeah, no, I think I was really lucky. With my local athletics club, they had a summer camp and I tried it at that, and then my neighbour Kevin said he'd coach me if I liked it, and I kind of got into it that way. And then Killian and Roland we built up a really nice team around me, so I have really good structure and kept progressing on.
Well done to Kevin, the neighbour, for starting it all really well.
And listen, no rest for you at all, because you're hoping to be selected for Europeans this week. How are we feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be heading off to Rome in 2 weeks' time for the European Championships.
So exciting.
Another round of applause.
Yeah. Really exciting time in your career right now.
Now, Reece, you are 8 foot, so it's slightly obvious.
Minus a couple inches.
Would you mind standing up? You are I'm just in comparison to someone like me who is, I think I'm tall.
Wow.
Look at this.
The head's
Don't
not
even
even
fit in
making the
frame,
camera.
Look at this. He's actually going out of frame. Yes. Sit back down. You're embarrassing me.
You with all of our guests.
You compete in the long jump.
I do.
What was it about that sport that stood out for you?
I suppose I was always I was natural at the jumping events. I tried kind of everything. When you're at a young age, you kind of get thrown into all these kind of events, and you kind of figure out what event sticks with you the best, and that was the long jump.
I mean, you make it look so easy, but obviously it's called the long jump for a reason. What sort of mindset are you in, before the jump, during the jump, after?
I don't think of much when I'm in competition. Pretty much what I've done in training is already embedded in me, so I'm just thinking of, repetition. Repetition will get you going, and the jump will come then after.
Wow.
When we show footage just like this here, and Nicola, we played when you were chatting as well. What do you think when you're watching it? Are you thinking, well done? Or are you looking at things you could do better or stuff you've done wrong? What do you feel like when you watch it back?
I'm a very big critique of myself. I always look back and I kind of pick out things where I could do better in, and definitely with the long, I could do better in the takeoff and there's loads of things. And I'm working on it. And
yeah, but they're both still so young.
You're here, you're so young, you're thriving. I wonder now, obviously you're 20, 21.
21.
What's it like, because obviously you'll have friends that go through school with you, college, and, you are kind of in an athlete's mind frame. How different is there? Or is it difficult at all gauging that pathway when you have friends that, might want to do other things with their free time? And you're
Go out on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, my coach is always on my behind, Liz Coomey. I've been with her for a couple of years now, and there's kind of do's and don'ts with the sport. Going out, you can spare a bit of time seeing your friends and going out for a couple of drinks, but you can't make it out of a habit. So you just gotta set some things aside, I suppose. Yeah.
Goals and boundaries is what I'm getting there. I need boundaries.
I was just going to say, did you have boundaries?
No, I
No, I didn't think
none. We mentioned earlier you presented the you know, the Olympics.
Yeah.
When you were younger, say the ages here, were you always active, sporty?
Very active,
Right.
not sporty.
No.
But very active.
What active-wise, what did you do?
I loved anything to do with like drama, Irish dancing, set dancing we did locally because I'm from a Gaeltacht area. So we, you know, we really celebrated everything that is part of our culture in the Gaeltacht area. So yeah, and we always got a chance to kind of, if somebody said, read a poem, I go, yes, please me. So yes, I was that probably very annoying performance child at the back of the room. But yeah, I was, you know, I was never idle. I never sat around, you know, I wouldn't sit still. That was a problem at school. But I really admire the sacrifice and commitment because I think we will get to cheer you and be proud of you and pretend we know you just after today. But you have really, I mean, I don't think athletes in Ireland realise how proud we are of them because, you know, athleticism in Ireland it's doing so well at the moment. We're breaking so many records, hello. And, you know, you bring us so much joy. And even the cheering on. You don't realise we get a buzz out of that. You don't always have to win. We just love the cheering on. So it's fantastic.
I thought I was great when I was younger doing community games, but this is really showing me up.
Community games were great back in the day.
Back in the day. Back in the 80s. Nicola, we can only imagine the dedication it takes to be a champion. But your dad actually helps you get all this practice in. Tell us about your dad.
Yeah, no, my family are so supportive. Like, when I'm at home training, my mum will come out and take the pointers that my coaches have given me during the week and keep an eye on that. And I think it was back when I was doing the junior cert, it was really difficult, like the travel, the time, going to and from training was just getting too much. So my mum, like, printed out all these plans, and then my dad and his friend built a cage with a bit of fish netting and concrete and built the cage in the field next to the house.
Wow, just the love and support's amazing.
It really, because it takes the community, it takes the family to, you know, when you see your journey of success, you know, they're involved in all of this. It's amazing, even watching that footage back, training at home, like, it's commendable. But Reece, back to you. We've seen you gracing our screens recently, you know, especially with competing. Now on TV adverts at 123.ie. I mean, have you noticed people kind of stopping and recognising the face?
No, people just stop me in the middle of the street in Cork and just say, hey, recognise you from TV. It's pretty cool, like. I mean, like, given the opportunity to be on stage right now is pretty great. Like, I never imagined myself being up here on live TV. But it's amazing, like, so.
But it's like what Blonde said, you know, it's the community. We're so behind you guys.
But I'll give you a tip. Sometimes if you don't really want to talk to someone, say, no, that's my sister.
I'm a twin. I'm a twin.
Does anything kind of prepare you for the fame that comes with what you were doing?
I don't know, like, say fame for me, but I think no, like, it's just nice. I think I'm always kind of shocked if someone would come up to me after a competition or something. I'd be like, oh, geez, you know, you were watching. But I think it's lovely too, just for, like, because I know I was the same when I was younger, you know, watching on, like, there's always someone inspiring you. Yeah,
and like, athletics is doing so well right now in Ireland. What do you make of, you know, the massive, I suppose, interest that you're starting to see in your industry?
I think it's amazing. I think it's so good, and there's so many clubs around the country now, and I think it's just such an enjoyable sport, and I think you never know which event you're going to like, so just try them all when you're young, and, you know, there's so much opportunities there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, obviously, the Olympic Games is the topic on everyone's tongue right now with Paris around the corner. Are they in your plans for this year? Do we know yet, or sometime soon?
I think ultimately, like, every athlete's goal will be, like, the Olympic Games, but for me at the moment, hopefully, I'll be heading to Rome in 2 weeks' time, and if I could go out there and perform at, like, close to my best anyway, I'd be then kind of reassessing. But European Championships is my goal at the moment.
That's the goal right now.
Now, for any of our young viewers that might be watching the show and this conversation with their families this evening and want to be in your position in the future, Reece, I'll ask you first. Any advice for them?
I suppose enjoy what you do. Keep at it, show commitment, and just see how it turns out. I suppose you never know what happens, and
Nicola, you any advice for anyone watching the show?
Yeah, I would say something similar. Like, try everything, and if you enjoy it, then keep working hard, and hopefully everything goes well for you. But I think definitely try everything. You never know which event will be for you.
Well done. You guys are such role models. I know. Big round of applause. Honestly.
Amazing to see.
So modest and so lovely and so young. The complete opposite.
Go on,
the opposite of me.
I know.